Hello everybody, today I'm here with the final set of levels for this update in Dr. Mario World, and we're getting right into it here with this first level. Now, I didn't have any problems with this one, but I could definitely see some people having some problems, so I'm going to go through it. And I think I got pretty lucky with that double red right away. Or maybe actually, most likely thing is that they give you a double red. But you bring that down and you get both the lock and both the bombs. And that opens up the entire bottom section, and now you're going to want to work your way over to the other locks as well. I guess there's only, okay, so at the bottom there's only one other lock, it's the blue one. So you're going to want to go for that blue one whenever you can, which would involve getting rid of these red colored crates as well, so you can actually get to that. And that's the main part of this level, is just getting to that left side. And then that cannon is there, and that will open up the rest of the level for you. So let me just, in my game, get to this lock. Alright, so we've gotten the lock open. Now we need to go and get this cannon. Again, just kind of letting myself do this and walking you through it. And now that launches up to the top here. And hits that shell, and now that other lock is opened up as well. So now the whole level is available to you, and it's just a matter of hitting all the viruses. This right side here, there are going to be a few viruses that are going to be kind of annoying to get to, and my advice would be to go to them first, because there's easy access to them right now. When I actually go for them, I have to build up a little bit because there's not easy access. But it does work out either way. I just think it would be easier and less stressful if you go for it as soon as you can. Yeah, these levels are really tough. The two hard levels in this section I didn't think were as hard as some of the other hard levels, and maybe I just got lucky on some of them. Not to say that they weren't hard, I just think that there were harder levels in this set this time around. And yeah, it's makes me a little nervous for the next set after this, because this is only the first area. I wonder if they're going to step up their game for the second area as well, because there have been some worlds in the past that were just a breeze. And I think the main problem here was that I didn't have Lemmy, who I think would have come in handy quite a bit. There were a lot of barrel uses in this section, so that would have been a lot more helpful. You can see here I had to build over to this yellow one, and now this opens up, and I get lucky with that double blue. Now I just need to put some yellows underneath that door, and then that key will go down to the door. And then there are just a few floating viruses, and then that one bubbled virus. So yeah, like I said, this is probably the easiest one out of the set for this video. I can't remember if this next one was the first difficult one or not, but yeah, I think it was pretty difficult, the next one. And I could definitely see a lot of people watching my videos just to see how to do these levels, because yeah, a lot of times I was thinking, what am I supposed to do differently here? And sometimes it just felt like I needed to get a lucky round, and I would do the same thing over and over again until I got that lucky round. And that seemed like a common thing that kept happening in these stages. Anyways, let's talk about this one here. I remember this one. You just feel so claustrophobic in this one. As it usually is with the fans, I'll say it again. Avoid hitting the fans whenever you can. Seems pretty obvious, but in this level especially, they usually end up icing something that's really out of the way for you and can end up causing you to fail. Now actually the first time I played, I made a stupid move, and legitimately I would have beaten it on my first try if I had done it correctly, but I did it wrong, and that's my own fault. So you know, just be smart, I guess, unlike me. But there are also some bonus capsule pieces. I never know what to call them. It's got +5 on it. They each have +5, and they're hidden behind some of these blocks. So once you open up some of these blocks, they'll come out. So there are a lot of little crevices that you kind of want to get into, and the more you play this level, the more you're going to know where things are placed. So it's kind of hard to explain. You just kind of know, like for example, you know where the extra capsules are because they're always in the same spot, and I'm pretty sure they're the same color as well. So if you know what color they are, you can get that ready too for when you open up the block that they're in. But yeah, the main strategy is trying to hit things while staying away from the fans, and then get as many viruses away as you can before you start going for the ones near the fans. If it just works out to go for one near the fan, do that as well. Also, you can see I got that double blue. I'd been waiting a while to use that double blue there, or to get a double blue to use in that spot. Also, when they having extra capsules next to a fan, I would just suggest doing it. Most likely you're going to need the extra capsules. So, as you can see, that bomb over there is really iced, and it would actually work out pretty well if I just need to get that virus. But just letting you know, that virus is going to get iced as well, so that's going to be the main problem towards the end of this level. But yeah, the colors are mixed up a lot, like all the virus colors are different. Like I said, I think the extra capsules are also the same color, but yeah, now I'm just trying to get down to this bottom section. I could go on this side where the blocks are, but that will involve hitting some fans. But if I go and where I have this double red here, I can get through this crate, and I kind of do a mix of both, I guess. So in a second here, I believe, I get this, I start working on this red, yeah. So once I have that out of the way, now I can go down here and hit some of these viruses down at the bottom, because they are the most cramped, and you kind of have to clear some stuff out before you can get there. Now I also knew that yellow extra capsule was there, so I made that work out pretty well, and you can do that for yourself as well if you get it to work out like that. Now I have quite a lot of reds remaining, and I don't need yellows for anything, so I might as well just use them to get some extra points if I can. But the points really aren't the issue here. You're going to get 3 stars if you clear it. You can use the yellow so you get rid of some of the crates that are in the way. If you sell some blocks, you can use them for that. Most likely you're going to have a color that you're not going to need all that much towards the end. I just happen to have a pretty even split of reds and blues that I need. Now I want to go for the reds first, because once I start hitting the blue, it's going to start icing the red one. So even though I'm getting a lot of good blue ones to use on that virus, I'm going to want to hold off. And in the long run, it's going to work out better. I promise you right now, if you have the same kind of situation and you're getting a lot of the color that is next to the fan, it will absolutely go better if you go for the other one first. I know that if I would have done it the other way, that I either would have cut it a lot closer, or I just simply wouldn't have beat the level. But yeah, that one took a few tries, but I didn't mind it all that much. This one also took 5 or 6 tries maybe, and also wasn't terrible. The thing about the scrolling stage ones is they do take a while as well. And also they gave me 3 extra capsules, which has been kind of a running theme in these last few videos. But again, in this one I actually end it with 3 capsules remaining, so I didn't need the extra capsules to do it. Basically you're just kind of following the line here all the way down. And again, if you played this level before, you kind of know what the colors are going to be and everything and what you need to do. There are some ways to make it go faster. Like there, I made sure to get rid of all the barrels. There I only used 3 yellow capsules instead of 4. And basically every corner is going to be the opposite color. So you're going to be clearing out the corner and then getting the huge line. And there's some blocks in the way sometimes that you have to get rid of. And then the main part of the level here is going to be underneath all the rest of this stuff. There's a lot of floating viruses. There are a lot of blocks that get in the way and make it, again, kind of a claustrophobic level to try and deal with. So you can bring some stuff down here. I would suggest bringing down the double reds and double yellows you get down to the sides where the barrels are. As soon as they open up, of course. I wouldn't want to hit it now because the barrel underneath them is not available yet. So I can kind of just work on some other stuff until this is ready. So now I want to start bringing stuff down. If I get single capsules, I can use those as well. And then you're going to want to bring down some more stuff one more time to get rid of the rest of the barrels. Unless you kind of want to wait for a cannon to spawn in. But I don't think that's necessary. And also, it's not cannons, is it? I think it's bombs. But I don't think you need to wait for bombs. You only get red and yellow capsules here. So you really only need to get... It's not hard to get double capsules in this one. And it would be really good for me to get a double yellow here, which I did try to get a little bit. But then this yellow one goes over there. So I just need a single yellow one to bring in. So I will kind of waste some capsules to get some stuff that I need. I think it was worth it in the long run because there wasn't a lot I could do anyways. A lot of times if there's not something easy that you can do, I would suggest going for some floating viruses because they might go into an area you need. Because on that left side there, look, there's not a good way to hit any of those things unless I waste some capsules building up to it. And I'm not really willing to waste anything right now. But as you can see there, that bomb spawned in. That is pretty much a perfect bomb placement because that's going to hit everything there. And then all that's remaining is that one there. And also that floating virus landed perfectly there as well. Because now I can just get rid of that red one and now I have one red one remaining. I could have done the other way around too, where I use that yellow one as a platform and then hit the other one later. Either way would have worked. But yeah, do you ever get those rounds where you just know that you're going to win? Like at this point I know for a fact that I've got this one and I'd never been this... Actually I think I was one capsule away once. But yeah, when you get a round like that and it's all wide open, you know that you've won. And it feels good to know that you're finally done with the level. And now we move on to the penultimate level, which was super easy in my opinion. Actually, I don't know. I shouldn't say super easy, but it's pretty easy. The kind of thing about this one is that the viruses are iced. And if they're iced, that means they cannot be bubbled. So if you go for an iced one and then get rid of the non-iced version of it, nothing will get bubbled. And also there are some really good spots to bring in some rainbow capsules as well, which I will use and show you, which can save a lot of capsules. But something I didn't even notice until the stage had already cleared is you don't need to get rid of all the viruses. Legitimately, I didn't even look to see what the clear conditions were. I thought I was going for all the viruses the entire time, and then when I cleared all the coins and the level ended, I realized my mistake. So there is one of the spots where you can place a rainbow capsule in between the blues and the yellows there. But an even better spot is to go on the very bottom, because it'll hit blue, yellows, and reds all at once with a single capsule. So it's really good. If you get the chance to do it, I would suggest doing it. But again, you don't need to get all the viruses. Of course, the viruses are near the coins, but if they do get bubbled, I guess that's just more ammo to hit the coins with. So it isn't even a big deal if the viruses get bubbled, is what I'm basically saying. And I'm actually kind of happy because I was getting kind of frustrated having to continuously pop some of the bubbles and then just get them bubbled immediately after. So it is a little relieving that that wasn't even necessary. So yeah, at this point what I should have been doing was just going for the coins, which I do end up doing right now because I realized I need to get to the coins eventually anyways, and all I have left are yellows, so I might as well use the extra colors I get to go for the remaining coins. So now these final ones here, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here because I want to hit these things, but I know that they're going to bubble the viruses again. But I just end up going for it, I guess. And here's when I realize, oh, the level's actually over. So yeah, that was my stupidity. Realize when you're going to that level that you don't need to clear all the viruses, just the coins. And it'll probably be a breeze for you. But we're moving into the final level here. This one didn't take me too many tries. I tried it with Wario off the bat and immediately switched to Ludwig because I don't even think it's possible with Wario. It could be, but the way that it went, it seemed like I was really far off. And I thought Ludwig would be a good pick. Also, he was a suggested doctor. But as you start out here, you want to get to the shell as quickly as possible. The kinds of viruses, or the kinds of capsules you get can be helpful with that as well. And the shells alternate on both sides as well, so keep that in mind when you're going. And also, don't spam the skill button like I do, because right there I just wasted a skill. Not necessary. So what I want to do now is hit that blue shell right here, and I just barely make it. Again, you really just want to go for the shells and pick up the scraps as you go. And also to keep in mind, you don't have to clear out any colored crates, which will definitely save you some viruses if you're trying not to get a game over. Do not worry about getting a game over. The colored crates will not go over the top. And I discovered that by accident. I just decided to try it and it worked out. I didn't actually think it was going to work out. It felt like I was about to get a game over, but it just stopped so suddenly. So it does work out. And also, I got lucky with this placement here with the red viruses and the red shell. It's not always like that. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of luck involved in this stage as well. But Ludwig allows you to hit all those ones in the middle one more time, which definitely comes in handy quite a bit. Because now I don't even have to worry about that anymore. And I feel like I made this stage look really easy with this round, but I played with Ludwig a few times and they were pretty brutal. I wasn't even close on a few of them. And this one I did pretty great. Now if only I had Ludwig's skill here to use on this final group. Unfortunately I do not, so I have to kind of brute force it. And the shell will only hit them once. So if you had hit them with Ludwig's power already, this would just end the stage. But since I hadn't, I have to go through everything here. And I do make a mistake by using Ludwig's skill, because again I was spamming it, and it gets rid of that red one, which is really bad. And I thought I accidentally just costed myself the level. Fortunately that didn't happen, and I was still able to clear it with the few capsules I had remaining. Like luckily they gave me a red and I got a rainbow capsule just in time, and having one more capsule remaining was just enough to get the amount of points I needed. Looks like 31,000 might be the cutoff. But yeah, I'm happy that I was able to do that final stage there. And now we get the whole world cleared as well as the fishbone. And there are a lot of bones around. You know, it's a crashed ship, so I'm sure a lot of Koopas died here. But anyways, that's a set of levels. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week for the Skill Summit. Goodbye.